Oh, you even have the photo of you with the drinks.
No, I changed it up. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it. We got a little bit of this in the system, so we're feeling nice. We're feeling good. There's no point. Don't bother.
It looks cool though if you watch it.
No, it doesn't look cool.
Because that's Jenna all day.
It doesn't look cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and direct. I got my boy Kevy Kev right now. Kevy Kev has been telling the stories all night, which I love. We don't get that. Yo, listen, knock it off with that. No, don't bother. This is the real. This is the raw. They get to deal with it.
We are not dirty people. What the hell?
This is the real and the raw. Kev, you jumping in, bitch?
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right.
What's this? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Bradford released from the Cardinals. Is it something that, I mean, you know how Bills fans get. I don't want to just say Bills fans. You know how football fans get. Somebody gets released.
I can't. Not right now.
That's the face they get. And they say, hey, we should sign this guy. We should sign that dude and bring him onto the team immediately. In this case, this release of Sam Bradford is one of those actual releases that you have to actually really consider. Because if we're looking at what free agent quarterbacks are out there, Sam Bradford will be the number one dude. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. That's exactly what would happen. So that is exactly what happened. Sam Bradford got demoted to third-string quarterback. I don't even know who the damn second-string quarterback is. Whoever can pull that up right now can let me know who the second-string quarterback. Do you know who the second string is?
Where?
For Cardinals?
That's behind Josh Rosen? No, I don't
know. No, I know. Neither do I. I have no idea. Drew Stanton? No, Drew Stanton's he's with the Lions, right? Shit, I don't know either. Ricky Stanzi? Ricky Stanzi? Anyway, let me see. Anybody know? Anybody know? Mike Glennon? Is Mike Glennon the backup? No, you got demoted from Mike Glennon? Oh, you know you're some trash if you get demoted by Mike Glennon. Is it that bad?
No, it's not bad. Yeah, as your backup,
dude,
I'd take Mike Glennon over Derek Anderson.
Would you take Mike Glennon over fucking Sam Bradford?
I'd take him over. No, but that's why Bradford
which is odd.
Yeah, but Bradford makes how much money?
A lot of money, too much money. Speaking of Bradford making money, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to get yourself familiar with my man, Kevy Kev. Kevin is a dear friend of mine. Kevin is a fan of the AFC East. Yeah. Kevin is a fan of the AFC East.
She's cleaned that mirror now. It's like a big glare over.
It's all good. Kevin is a fan of the AFC East, and more specifically, he is. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Kev, introduce yourself, man.
You set that up, but it's not like there's a big reveal. Like, you make it sound like I'm gonna do a magic trick now. It's like I'm gonna let him take care of it.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan.
He's a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Well, what's the record?
4-4.
Oh, you guys are 4-4?
Yeah.
You guys are playing 500 ball. Listen, the Dolphins
in the last 25 years, Miami is 196 and 196. 500 ball is what we know. We're 500 for the last 25 years and primed to go for 8-8 again this year.
You guys think you can get eight wins?
Probably more like 7 and 9, but I could see us going.
That's like the worst.
Well, we got the Jets this week, so maybe we beat them before. Maybe we beat them again.
Are you a fan of Are you a fan of Sam Darnold?
I like Sam Darnold. Like, I liked him coming out of the draft.
Best quarterback in the draft?
I always said it was Rosen.
Rosen was the best quarterback in the draft.
I like before the draft.
Yeah,
that was who I would.
What about now?
They're struggling. They're all struggling.
They're all in the same ballpark.
I still like Darnold because I like his ability to extend plays. He makes a lot of mistakes, but he doesn't seem to get rattled.
They said fix the glare, so you got to move over this way, so your head can be in the way of the glare,
so everyone can see me. I guess.
Yeah, they got to see you, man. You're the man. You might not go this way. The glare is right here, so you got to block your head with the glare. Unless I move over.
Trying to see my head.
Let me see if I can move over and block the glare. No, you got to block the glare, bro. You move over.
Okay.
Boom. Glare blocked.
There we go.
There we have it. Anyway, Sam Bradford, talk to me. Oh, no, sorry, we're talking Sam Darnold.
Yeah, it's Darnold. I like him. He can, like I said, he can extend plays. He has the requisite arm strength. He seems to, he doesn't fold when the moment gets too big. they're throwing a lot of quick hitters, a lot of screen passes, and a lot of like, routes specifically designed to get the ball out of his hand quickly. So I would say like right now he doesn't seem like the rush is phasing him as much, but he's not holding on to the ball very long.
3 years from now,
Yeah.
out of the 4 big name quarterbacks that got drafted,
Yeah.
who's that guy? Who's the guy that's like, okay, he's the deal. He's the real deal.
I'd say Rosen.
Rosen.
I think Rosen. He's got the best arm.
Who's
If
second?
he can stay healthy, then I think, which is a big if. If he can stay healthy, I think he's the most natural passer. I watched his first ever game starting as a true freshman.
Yeah.
He was like 18 years old or something, and he threw for over 300 yards. And I knew right away. I said, this guy's a quarterback. I said, I desperately wanted Miami to draft him. And if you recall, he went 1 pick ahead of Miami because Arizona traded up.
It's true.
Remember we watched the draft together?
Yeah. We did.
The Bills traded, right? And we knew they were going to get that.
And they draft Josh.
Yeah, I remember.
Allen.
It was like they drew out that Josh, right? They're like, Josh, and we were all like, oh, which one? And then they said Allen. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And you were like, no. And I was like, yeah, because I didn't like Allen at all.
So Ryan Berger, my guy, Hamburger. I'm gonna call you Hamburger from now on.
Oh no, you're right. It was.
He says, "What's up, Rico and friend? Friend,
And-
man, put some respect on this man's name. This is Kevin. Kevin Girard.
Put some respect on it.
Then we fixed the glare. Chris C. We fixed the glare, baby. Let me see. North Larson. He says, "What if the Bills don't score touchdowns at home tomorrow? Do we riot?
Yeah.
Should Bills fans riot if we score?
No.
If we go scoreless?
No, just slam people into tables. Like usual.
Slam people into
Yeah.
tables. Wifey, you listen. You're witty today.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You feeling it?
I feel like it's the wine
You feeling it, huh?
it's good.
or Kevin's good looks.
Kevin's listen. By the way, ladies,
Kevin's single, guys.
single and mingling and ready to throw pipe.
Look at that.
All over the
look at that
place.
chin. It's a strong chin.
That's a
ladies.
strong chin.
It's probably a far.
He's got that John Travolta chin.
It's probably a far commute for a lot of these people, man.
Yo, how do you feel about the John
Far
Travolta
commute.
chin? I just threw you some
Like
some-
that's
Look at me. I'm Kevin.
that was your pick. John
That's a
Travolta?
John Travolta. That's a John Travolta chin.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't really see a resemblance.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Little off topic.
my man is ready to throw pipe. You know what I'm saying? Pipe is ready. Pipe is clean. Pipe is ready to go.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm feeling
You
it
guys are
tonight.
completely off topic.
Uh,
Can you speak
Kevin's super swole. Yo, he is swole, right? Yo, show him what's up, bro. Show him what's up. Give him a little trap. Give him a little trap action.
Make him dance. Kevin.
Why are you flexing your
Make
chest?
him dance a little bit.
Oh,
No,
you mean like the packs?
Oh,
Yeah, make him
No,
dance.
I'm not gonna make.
he's not gonna make him dance.
Okay.
He's not gonna make him dance for you.
He will once the
By the way, that was
once the
Pierre.
bottle
Pierre said that you're super swole,
Wow.
so we figured we'd jump in there.
Pierre's a
Dance.
good-looking
He
man.
writes dance.
Pierre's a good-looking man himself.
Listen, are you familiar with UB football? Because Kev is the resident college football guy, so I'm gonna hopefully you know UB football. Buffalo,
You're talking about the quarterback there.
Tyree Jackson.
Mm.
No, you know what? I don't look at. You
I don't like quarterbacks. Let me preface this by I'm not talking about him specifically right now, but
Please do.
I tend to not like quarterbacks that when every time we talk about them, we are picking specific plays out and talking about potential and athleticism. You need a quarterback. Obviously, Nate Peterman is a great example of a cerebral quarterback who just doesn't have the physical tools to be a long-time viable NFL starter. So
Are you hating on Nate Peterman?
when you drafted him, I thought he would be. I thought Nate Peterman is the future Matt Moore. I think he is going to be. I thought at the time he was going to be an excellent career backup
Mhm.
and a guy that could come in and win, 3-4 games, but you couldn't let him play a full season because he doesn't have the arm strength to get it done.
And now you
Once-
feel
Now
Peterman is.
I don't know if he's even the Matt Moore guy, and he's more of like a Derek Anderson guy. But,
Wow,
But,
you're gonna dog my guy. Listen, here's the thing: confidence is a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
When you lose confidence, you know what? I try to bring analogies up, and I got more analogies, right? So you're a young guy,
Mhm.
shy. You were at your local high school. You were like the middle guy. You were
Yeah.
just all right, but people knew who you were. So you go to a big school, and you're not the man on campus, but you're trying to.
Yeah,
You're
give me
trying
one
to.
sec. I see these comments. I will get back to the Tyree thing because I left off like kind of on a negative
Dry,
thing,
yeah.
but that's not where I wanted to go. So I will finish.
No.
that.
You know what? Jump in there because
Well, I'm just saying like
They need to know about
Tyree-
that.
Yeah, like the Josh Allen. The reason I wasn't a fan of Josh Allen was because
You look like the actor who's gonna play Shazam.
I hate hearing about like well, he played this well with inferior competition, because to me that's irrelevant, because you're playing against inferior competition.
Got it.
So I don't care if I'm playing Pee-wee football right now. I don't care if everyone else on my team sucks. I should be that much better than 6-year-olds, and I'm confident that I am.
Oh, wow.
That I can
Wow.
run them down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like,
but-
no, that's what I'm saying. If you're an NFL starter, you should be dominating wherever you are until you get to the NFL.
Because chances are,
And Tyree is showing me more than say like Allen did, but there's, to me, it's too much of a. I'll give him the rest of the year. I'm going to have to obviously look at some more tape, but just from what I've seen, I see a lot of potential, but I see some things that trouble me. He doesn't seem like as natural. He seems very gifted, but he doesn't seem as natural as say like when you watched Peyton Manning in college, you just knew.
you knew. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Got it.
You're always going to be wrong. I thought that who have I missed on?
Don't act like you never
didn't-
missed on
I
anybody.
didn't
Who have
think
missed on?
I didn't think Jared Goff was going to be any good. So you can always be wrong. You
Is
never.
Jared Goff good now?
He is. He's playing really well right now.
Okay.
He has a great team. He's a great scheme, and that obviously helps. But the throws he's making are great. So I'm just saying, I'm owning up to the fact that you can always be wrong. But some guys you look at and they seem like natural quarterbacks, and other guys you look at and they seem like talented athletes that are playing quarterback. And I for Tyree, I'm not saying he's a no, but I'm saying I got to see more. I want to see more of him before I make a determination.
So right now, Bills fans are losing hope in this season,
Mhm.
I would say, and they're losing hope in their quarterback positioning because they don't like what we have in Peterman. They're unsure of what we have in Josh Allen.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, from a Dolphins fan and from someone looking outside
Yeah, I was
of
happy.
the bubble?
Yeah,
Josh Allen to the Bills. How do you feel Josh Allen's doing right now?
I was happy when you guys took Josh Allen because I thought he was the second worst quarterback in the first round. Other
Wow,
than Lamar
this guy.
Jackson.
I was waiting
But-
for you to show love, and this
No,
guy's
no.
throwing hate.
No,
This
what
is
I'm
why
saying-
people are gonna
You-
bring
I
you in the.
know, you asked
but
him
but
his-
as I never liked him.
Got it.
Again, like
Got it.
you throw for 50% in Division II. Like, one of the things that never really improves on a quarterback is accuracy. But if I'm a Bills fan, I'm not losing hope because he's played 4 games. None of the other rookies have excelled that much better than he has. So as a Bills fan, don't lose hope because he was the least pro ready of those guys other than Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
But of the big 4, he was the least ready. We knew this when you drafted him.
He was raw.
So you can't put him in there saying he's the least ready, then put him in there and then be shocked and dismayed that he was the least ready. Like, we knew this going in. I agree with starting him because once you guys cut McCarron, which I thought was a mistake.
Really?
Well, I thought it was a mistake because, well, look what happens now. Now you're scrambling, pulling guys like Derek Anderson off of a boat.
Hold on,
somewhere
time
to
out.
start from.
McCarron was getting outplayed by outplayed by Peterman and Josh Allen. So why would you keep someone that's getting
See,
outplayed by?
I did not see that. You guys,
Really?
I thought. Remember, I got into it with Pierre because we talked about. I thought that first game when Allen came in, he threw a very nice touchdown pass. I'm talking about the preseason.
Right.
He threw a nice touchdown pass, but
Wanna be on?
everyone forgets he lobbed what should have been an easy interception that the play before that the guy dropped. He missed quite a few throws. Anyways, I'm not trying to crap on Allen now. What I'm saying is that McCarron, the excuses you guys have used to defend Allen, all the offensive line and no weapons and that sort of thing. When I watched McCarron play against the Bengals in that, was it the 3rd preseason game?
Yeah.
They played the Bengals. I thought he played quite well because he had no time and he was making something happen out of nothing. I'm not talking superstar status. I'm talking placeholder good enough that he could play, like 8-9 games to give Allen a little bit more time and then to get him in. There's no way you can't tell me A.J. McCarron would have been worse than Nate Peterman has been this year.
No, I can't say that. But so then why would the organization decide to, you know what? I've got Peterman. I've got Josh Allen.
Peterman played well. Peterman played of the 3 quarterbacks. He played the best of the 3 in preseason.
Yes.
So at this point, they're saying, listen, why keep this veteran now around? Because it's going to hamper the progress of the 2 young guys that we have. So they thought that Peterman had progressed enough that he could start a few games for them until Allen was ready to take over and be your franchise guy.
Okay.
And Allen could still be that guy. Like, you can't give up on a guy after 4 games. not a lot of help around him. Shady's been hurt. Benjamin looks disinterested. Zay Jones is starting to pick it up a bit now, but and Clay's finished.
Is Clay done?
I love Clay because he was a Dolphin.
Yeah.
I was sad when he left.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I have O'Leary now.
Bobby's gonna hate that, by the way.
Fuck, I love that guy. It's like he doesn't do. I don't know what it is. He's always wide open. It's like no one covers him because they don't respect him, but he's always running wide open. How does this slow white guy tight end always running wide open?
Let me ask you a question. Why is it that whenever they want to explain a white athlete, they use specific adjectives to explain or to describe them? Can you share some stuff with me?
You mean say someone like
Adam, the only one drinking.
Like Adam Thielen,
give me Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is a super athlete. That boy is nice.
Well, he's a crafty route runner.
Yes.
Coach's son.
Yeah.
He really gets into the playbook. He's deceptively fast, more quick than fast.
Yeah, I like that.
Probably ideally suited to the slot where he can use a short area quickness, but lacks the long speed.
Listen.
Somehow, this is what they say about every white wide receiver. Compares favorably to an early Eric Decker, maybe Ed McCaffrey, and they stretch to go back to try and find bigger white guys. They have to go back to the 90s.
They go back to Tim Dwight.
Yeah, very, very, very Ricky Prohl-esque. His son's in the NFL now. Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. That is usually what they try to describe white athletes. Yeah. They try to say his head's in the playbook and all that. He's scrappy. Yo, that's
he's getting
garbage.
110%. He's not afraid to go across the middle.
If you're a white athlete and you're nice, you're nice. No. Period.
No.
These commentators try to fucking throw in all this bullshit. Get out of here,
Jordy
man.
Nelson ran, I believe, a 4.38 at the combine, and or at least for his pro day in Kansas. And they kept talking about how he was deceptively fast. You're not deceptively fast. You ran a 4.38. You're just fast. But because he's white, the defense DBs are no better.
I hear you.
They're like, yeah, he really got on top of his routes. I was really surprised. Like, motherfucker, didn't you see his 40 time? What are you talking about?
Listen, can the Bills? Let me get back on topic a little bit. Right now, we have quarterbacks on our team. We have Josh Allen, we have Derek Anderson, we have Matt Barkley, and we have Nate Peterman. All right. Nobody that you want to sit there and write home about. Hey, mom, you don't want to do that. So, hey, mom and dad, at camp,
you still have hope with Allen because Allen is.
But forget about Allen because we know Allen is our franchise.
Yeah.
So, my man is about to cry. He's about to listen. If the Bills, if people that don't know this, I gotta get in my bag right now in my phone. What's your problem?
This is just starting to kick in.
All right, there you go. So here's the deal.
I'm just reading these comments.
With Sam Bradford, for people that don't know, Sam Bradford has to clear waivers before the Bills even jump into grabbing him. If he doesn't clear waivers and Brandon Beane decides to say, you know what, we're going to claim him off waivers.
My phone.
I think this dude's wrong.
Who is?
Absolutely. Jameson 2020 is saying this guy didn't even play in the Bengals.
Who did he play in? He started the first.
Okay, you look that up while I talk this. So if we, the Bills, and Brandon Beane decide to sign Bradford right now and not let him clear waivers, and we claim him, we have to pay this man $2.5 million in base salary, $2.5 million in roster bonuses, and $20 million salary for 2019. If Brandon Beane does that, that's irresponsible. That's idiotic. That is grounds for firing if you do something like that. Let the man clear the waivers. If we have to go through a whole bunch of other guys and compete to get him, so be it. We already have 4 bums on the damn quarterback squad right now. We can chill it and wait. But let me ask you this. Sam, you know what? Jenna, you get into this.
No,
Sam Bradford.
I don't care.
Do we sign Sam Bradford or not?
Why?
Yes? No? Wifey has no idea. I say we bring Sam Bradford in. Let go of Barkley. Barkley hasn't even done a damn thing. So you can just let him go. It was like, thank you very much. You came in, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Put in Sam Bradford, let him learn a bit, and then go from there. Let me tell you this though. Sam Bradford has earned $130 million in his NFL career. Straight robbery. No playoff appearances. Maybe 1 or 2 above 500 records. Not even. I don't think. My man has made a lot of money. Holy jump. And he's about to make some more money right now. Sam Bradford is one of the best kept secrets in terms of making money and not doing a whole lot to earn it. I'll tell you that right now. So let me just jump into the question comment and see what's going on.
Dude was right. Yeah, it wasn't the
So you need to apologize to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where his name is. Jameson Ryan 20.
Yeah, apologize to him.
He was right. It was the Cleveland game that I was thinking.
The Cleveland game.
My apologies.
And Cleveland has a tough defense for real. KB is Popeye's chicken away from no. You're getting that quote wrong. He's a Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end.
Biscuits with jam would be amazing.
Pierre Gabbert. What's Pierre Gabbert? Is Pierre Gabbert talking shit? Jenna thinks she's slick.
What?
Feeding them drinks like a bartender, wanting them to.
So true.
She's trying to get you. You trying to get us tipsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I'm not being the only one all the time drinking. This is not.
Ryan Berger says, I'm really thinking that Hope Dable has an easy game plan tomorrow for Pickerman. Listen, have some respect for Peterman, first of all. Don't you call him Pickerman. Don't have him make tough throws in the Wildcat. So Peterman, what are your thoughts on Peterman?
What does it think about? He's got the all-time highest interception ratio. I believe it's 11%. I think 11% of his throws go for interceptions. And I think the next highest guy is something like much lower, like 8 or 9 or something. Bobby put the thing up on the other day. I was looking at it.
Fuck Bobby, first of all.
There was out of like the top, what was it? I wish if Bobby, if he's watching, he's got a comment. I think it was something like out of the top 10 of all time. 3 of them played for the Bills, and the fourth one was Terrell Pryor in his limited action.
I don't think anybody's actually shocked by that, though.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Terrell Pryor signing, by the way?
Terrell Pryor?
Yeah.
At this point in the year, why not? Like, do I think he's going to come in and be lighted up? No. Is he a great player? Probably not. He's washed out his last. He obviously didn't do anything in Washington. Who needed receiver help? But I mean, I watched him when he played that 1 year with Cleveland, and he put up 1,000 yards. What else are you going to get in week 8 of the year? You know what I mean? Like, the good guys are already on the team. So for this point in the year, to have someone come in and help out like that, why not? You didn't sign him to big money. I don't want to put this. There's no risk. It's all possible reward. Worst case scenario, you dump him.
Can I make a bold statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chin.
Terrell Pryor will have a big impact in tomorrow's game, and Terrell Pryor will be the what the fuck you laughing at?
She's doing the butt chin that I have.
Sorry.
Oh, the John Travolta chin.
Okay,
Can I call you JT?
That's
the JT chin.
You're really
Anyway.
getting off topic.
My bad.
It's just right there.
It's right there. It's a
right
strong,
there.
prominent chin.
Oh my god. It's almost like, have you ever seen Me, Myself, and Irene when Hank gets his chin redone to have it like a more masculine face?
No.
I don't know about those movies. Those are corny movies to me.
No, it's
So,
actually really fun.
back to
Okay.
football. Are you done?
I mean, I can.
You're done.
Okay.
So back to football. Momo says Peterman is gonna light it up.
Oh, my
That's
buddy,
my word.
my
Yo,
buddy I
my
apologize
G.
to.
Huh?
My buddy I apologize to met Peterman.
I met Peterman at training camp, and he was such a nice
That's
guy.
cool.
He just not that good at football. Yo, have some
Wow.
respect for Peterman. Peterman, right now, tomorrow, he's gonna light it up. He's gonna give you 202 yards. He's gonna give you 2 touchdowns. He's probably gonna give you 1 interception and have a QBR rating of 69.9.
We need to look at your definition of light it up. Did you say light it up and then follow with 202 yards?
202 yards, because right now Buffalo's offense, we don't pass for any yards. So 202 yards is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
How sad that is.
That's not lighting it up. That's like, and I come from 7 years of Ryan Tannehill, so you know what I mean. Like, the bar is set low,
Oh, no.
but like 200 yards, that's bad, man.
Speaking of Ryan Tannehill,
Yeah.
is he the
God,
guy?
No. he's
So
not.
you would be good with letting him go?
He's the worst case scenario of what Josh Allen would be. Like, let me rephrase. He's what you don't want to have happen. Where we're into year 7 with this bum.
Is he 7 years in the league?
7. This is his 7th
Wow,
year.
I didn't realize it.
Keep in mind, this is the same draft that had Andrew Luck, RG3, Wilson, and all that stuff. So, like, I'd say Tannehill's better than RG3, but like the fact that we went for him over Russell Wilson, But year 7, and we're still talking about him tapping into his potential, and he hasn't reached his ceiling yet. Like, the dude's 30, he's 7 years in the league. He's mediocre to slightly below average. He's good enough to beat the bums. He's never going to be good enough to beat the good teams. It's funny too, because he always plays his worst games against Buffalo.
He's like this.
He always plays his worst games against Buffalo, but for some reason he always plays really well against New England. You ever notice we beat New England almost every year in Miami?
I don't know how you guys even compete with New England.
Every year when they're in Miami, we usually beat them, and then we get pumped in New England.
I'm gonna start. What are you laughing at, first of all?
That guy.
What guy?
Kevin. # Greece. # Saturday.
What?
What?
They called you Grease?
Well, that's
Saturday Night Fever?
That's John.
Listen,
Travolta.
it doesn't have that John Travolta chin. You got that little what do you call that little thing?
Bum chin.
It's a dimple.
It's a bum
What's
chin.
it for?
I mean, what's it
What's
for? I didn't.
for?
You know how some people have
I didn't
Or
construct
anything.
it. It's not
Is
a
it?
back
You know how some
porch.
people have like flavor savers. What do you have? What's
Oh,
this?
you're so.
What's this for?
There's that.
You just.
Flavor saver.
I'm looking at Kevin's face. Kevin's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, he's got that.
Space.
So someone said you got that Kevin Spacey face.
No. Oh my god. Superhero chin. Yes.
Wow, people are roasting today.
No,
Yo, I
it's
hope
a
y'all.
good thing. It's a strong chin. It's
That's a strong,
size of-
prominent chin.
What is
That
wrong
means-
with my
that means
hair?
power.
My hair's straight now.
I
Are
agree.
you drinking? So like
Oh,
the guy
guys.
said called it a
Already.
superhero, and you're like, oh, you're roasting, and then at the same breath you were like, Peterman's gonna light it up for 202 yards. Like,
It's
Like,
true, he is.
you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
That's why you got rid of Tyrod, because
Listen,
he's throwing for 200
Hold on a
yards.
second. Can I ask everybody? Are you guys enjoying this live show?
No, this
or
is a
not?
Probably
hot
not.
mess.
This is, yeah, this is very
I'm
well.
enjoying it.
This is not okay.
I'm enjoying it.
We should have
because-
done
It's gonna be
this-
on,
we
like,
should
the
have
low
done this
lights.
pre-
If you guys are enjoying it, just give me a thumbs up.
pre-alcohol.
If you guys are not, and you guys wanted to get back to
It's
football,
not good
give me a
for
thumbs down.
anyone,
We'll get back to
I feel like.
football.
This is like a Michael Scott video at the
Yes.
Dundees. You know, the Dundee Awards.
The Dundee Awards. We were
Yeah.
just
We were
watching.
just watching the Dundee Awards.
We're just
tonight.
watching it.
We were just watching
Who's your
the
favorite character
Oscars.
from The Office?
Stanley. Fucking love him.
Stanley?
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Really?
Stanley.
Yes, his dry sense of humor.
You look like you like Ryan.
I
Ryan,
do like
Ryan,
Ryan. Yeah.
Ryan the temp.
I do like
Good.
Ryan the Temp.
I like
He's so phony.
All right,
This
right.
guy's
I like-
upset.
but
Ryan Berger is upset.
Ryan Berger.
Oh no, he's upset because you're not talking enough.
No, I feel like
I
that's
apologize.
Yes.
See,
See, who is that?
that's Ryan Berger.
See, Jim Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene Chin. Hank.
Yeah, he's
That's
right.
exactly what I said. It was Me, Myself.
Y'all
and
just
Irene.
tipsy,
I
so it's
forgot
all
what
good.
the name was.
I'm not really
I
tipsy. I'm just
forgot.
more like in my,
Look at me
in my bag.
I
But anyways,
am. I
back to
look like
football.
a hot mess.
The
My
Bills play the
hair,
Bears tomorrow.
Okay,
Do
Focus.
we have a chance?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Khalil
Bears-
Mack is going to be a damn issue. That's my problem.
I like that
Khalil
guy.
Mack
Joe
is a
Shot.
game
Joe
changer.
has
Played,
He
Mi-
can-
shit
played
together.
Miami, had one assisted tackle, no
Oh,
pressures.
You trying to Preston Brown him? Are you trying to Preston Brown him?
Oh, the king of the assisted tackle.
You're trying to Preston Brown him? You can't do that to him like that.
Kept the Ron Brown.
You kept it on Brown. Listen, my man Kev says that we, instead of keeping Preston Brown, we should have kept Zach Brown and shipped Preston Brown away, but we kept Preston Brown.
It's not even a debate. Number one, Zach Brown's a better player. Number two, Zach Brown fits your scheme. That's when you brought in McDermott and his Carolina scheme that required these like really fast linebackers that are fairly good in coverage. And Zach Brown was like ran a
Chris Clark.
4.5 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when he came out, like, and it's not even so much shitting on Preston. As Zach Brown's really good. I mean, I just Bobby put a thing up on the Instagram the other day. I think he's the second highest rated linebacker by Pro Football Focus.
No, he's nice. So
I
then,
love Zach
which is
Brown.
perfect because now this segues him into because we're talking about Zach Brown and linebackers and Khalil Mack.
Mhm.
The O line, the Buffalo O line. Listen, the reason I bring a guy like I was gonna say Bobby. The reason I bring a guy like Kevin in here because Kevin is an honorary Bills fan. He knows the Bills just as good as the Dolphins, which is crazy to me. So
Well, we live in Bills country.
deep down, I feel he's a Bills fan. So
I still remember the 1990 Bills roster.
that's crazy to me because
Okay,
I
I
won't.
remember. Let me. Can I give it a shot?
You can try.
It was
not
Andre
happening.
Reed, James Lofton, Dwight Beebe. McKellar was
You're
the
calling
tight.
Dwight
Sorry,
Beebe?
Don Beebe. Don Beebe.
Put some. See, this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
problem. We're
Hang
starting
on,
off a
hang
wrong
on.
note.
Yeah, so it was Lofton, Reed, Beebe. You had a tight end whose last name was McKellar, and the backup was Pete Metzelaars. Your line was you had Will Wolford at left
Yeah, we
tackle.
did.
You had the House Ballard at right tackle. Kent Hull was at center. Jim Richter was the one guard.
How do you remember this shit, man?
You had Thurman Thomas, and then Kenneth Davis was the backup running back. Steve Tasker was on the roster at that time. On defense,
my man Don Eka says he met Don Beebe, which is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, he's cool. What else you got? And on defense, you had Smith.
Shut up, Pierre.
Yeah. Wright was, I believe, your who was it? Was it Wright? Wright was your north tackle. You had a Smith.
Yeah.
At defensive end. Sorry, Bruce Smith. And then you had who's else?
Phil Hansen.
No, Phil Hansen wasn't a starter. Phil Hansen was when you guys had moved to a 4-3. This is when you're in 3-4. You had Daryl Talley. You had Shane Conlon. You had Biscuit Bennett.
Then wasn't Phil Hansen? Well, you're naming the 90s?
He wasn't. Yeah, the 1990 team.
90 team. The 90 team.
Yeah,
okay.
He wasn't starting. That was the year you guys lost to the Giants.
Don't remind me, please. Continue.
And who else you had? You had some guy named Kirby Jackson. I think was playing. One was playing in there. I think you had Mark Kelso. It was before what's his name? The center, Henry Smith. Who's the center you had?
By the way, you got called Ben Affleck.
Oh,
I actually don't mind Ben Affleck. Have some Ryan Berger, you piece of shit. Calling him Ben Affleck. I like that though. That's not bad.
Guys, stay focused.
We are focused. You and your wine. Be quiet for a second.
I have another.
The fact that you can name all those people, that's fucking disgusting. First of all,
I remember.
So I applaud you, sir. I applaud you.
Who's the safety I'm trying to think of? You guys help me out.
Henry Jones.
Henry Jones.
Henry
Before
Jones.
Henry Jones. He
Henry
wasn't
Jones.
there yet. Yeah, and then you had another corner.
Schultz.
It was not Nate Odoms, but it was another corner named Odom. Was the other starting corner?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was actually Odoms. Yeah.
How do you feel about our O-line right now? Do you know who? I'll give you the starters. Do you know who they are?
Well, I know who they were supposed to be. I know you got Dawkins.
Yeah.
Nate Odoms.
And then is Groy still starting at center?
No, he got benched.
No, Nate Odoms. It wasn't Nate Odoms. Nate Odoms was after. Nate Odoms was a very good player. It was a guy before that.
How do you know about Nate Odoms?
They said right there.
Oh, okay, you're reading.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Because I just know.
But anyways, the who do you got right now? Because you have Dawkins. The last I heard, I know Ducasse is playing right guard. I think
Vlad Ducasse is left guard.
He's left guard, so he's playing beside Dawkins.
Yeah, he's playing beside Dawkins.
Yeah.
Then you got Bodine.
Then
you got John Miller, and we got Jordan Mills.
Oh, I forgot Turnstile Mills.
Turnstile Mills,
man.
So how do you feel about the O-line? Can we fare well enough? Because a lot of people say that.
What I don't understand. Well, I remember we talked about this at the beginning of the year. I know that what's his name? Wood was older, and I know Incognito.
Well, Wood retired because he had that issue.
I know, but I told you guys we're going to miss those guys because your offensive line has been good for years, especially run blocking, because they played together for so long. Like you lost Cordy Glenn, you lost Incognito, you lost Wood, you lost the entire left side of the line. And regardless of talent, the fact that those three played together for years, it means a lot. In the NFL nowadays, because of free agency, you very rarely get an offensive line that gets a chance to play together for that long and develop like that sort of chemistry. So I think regardless of who you put in this year, you were going to struggle a bit because those guys were there they were like vets and they were there, played for so long.
Can I shout this out? Because you typically are very quiet and you're now speaking into the mic. You're very loud. People hear you. I appreciate that. What is that? What are you drinking right now?
Vodka.
That's Kettle One vodka and lemonade.
There you go, my man. There you go. So we're gonna try to read some questions from people. Wyatt Teller should play over Vlad Ducasse. Do you feel that Wyatt Teller should be playing over Vlad Ducasse?
I agree.
So why is he not playing over Vlad Ducasse?
I don't know why you guys. Every coaching staff seems to fall in love with guys for whatever reason, and I didn't think Ducasse should have been starting last year over Miller, but he did. I don't like Ducasse. I didn't like him when he was with the Jets.
Duke ass is what you want to call him.
I don't like him. Do
you know why Ducasse is playing right now?
No.
Because of Juan Castillo. Juan Castillo was his former coach. Yeah. I believe they played in Baltimore, and he brought his ass over to the Bills, and he's got, I guess, some familiarity with the way with the way Castillo wants the offense run. So that's why Ducasse is in.
He was your weak link last year.
But here's the thing. PFF keeps grading him decent or well enough that it makes you, it blurs your way of viewing the O-line.
When it comes to Pro Football Focus, I love that site. I'm always, put some stock in what they say because obviously they study every play.
Yeah.
But the one thing that they don't seem to is every play they grade you as a win or a
Yes,
loss, right? So yeah, I'm watching it. Every day you grade like a win or a loss. But Ducasse will have a spectacular loss, and it only counts as one. You know what I mean?
Pierre, you're an idiot.
I could see that.
You see that?
Yeah.
Who the-
Holy shit!
First of all, the guy from Sandlot had like
freaking
he was
movie
light skinned.
Oh,
Pierre
yeah.
says I look like the black kid from Sandlot.
Oh, that is good.
He was light skinned.
I actually love that movie.
That movie was trash.
What? That movie's
Sandlot? You
fucking
remember Sandlot?
classic.
No, I never saw it.
You never saw
Oh my
Sandlot?
God.
I should slap you right now.
You just said it was trash.
I mean, it was actually pretty good. I'm
It was a
hating.
He jumped
classic.
out of
It
the
was a
frame.
classic.
I'm
It was
hating.
a
I'm hating.
classic. It was
I'm
a
hating.
classic.
Your
Um,
exact line of the questioning, there was like, oh, that movie was trash.
Do you know who Ray Finkel is?
Yeah, it's from Ace Ventura.
Is it?
Who the hell is Ray Finkel?
It's
Laces
the
Out.
Laces Out.
Really? Well, somebody said that you look like Ray Finkel.
Well, he said that because of the Dolphins.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. Dan Marino. Did I know that?
That's right.
Laces
Um,
out.
There are CFL O linemen are better than Vlad Ducasse. Oh, easy. Listen, CFL linemen are like 240 to 50 pounds.
That's not true.
Like, what do you mean? These boys are light. They're lightweight.
They're like
That's
two.
not true.
That's not true. They're like 280, 290.
What time is it?
280, 290. Those are D
They're still
linemen.
light. They're still
Yeah,
light.
that's
they're,
light.
they're not 240.
That's what I was about to say. That's
What are you
light.
talking about?
That's light.
There's 300-pound linemen in the CFL.
Real.
Everyone is a light skin.
Yo, Pierre is on some next level nonsense. He said everyone is light skinned compared to you. Listen, let me tell you something. This is 100% deep brown chocolate, dark chocolate that is healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Hit me.
Give it to
There
me.
it is. There it is. Kev, you
It's
good?
like chocolate.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now?
Slash
I'm okay.
chocolate
Kevin, listen, let me tell you something right now. Kevin is my guy.
Yeah.
This guy is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to football. So does Pryor make a
Ray
difference tomorrow?
Seals, that's who I was forgetting.
Ray Seals, who's that?
He played defensive end for you guys.
Fuck, this guy's you're a Wikipedia.
No, I just played a lot of
Madden?
Fantasy?
Tecmo Bowl. No,
Oh,
this is the
Tecmo Bowl,
old
there
one.
you go.
This is Tecmo Super Bowl, the second one.
How do you feel about Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, and Trey White? Hit him.
Yeah, I remember when. So for you guys that don't know, when the draft happens, Rico and I get together and watch it. So 2 years ago, you guys
Are we doing that next year, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I do it every year.
Cool.
So 2 years ago, they took Trey White, and this guy was just crying and
Who the fuck is Trey
yeah,
White?
yeah. So my brother is like, my brother knows football, like, and he knows like everything with college. He's had like mock drafts published on
What
like
is that?
American websites and stuff like that.
That's the
And
glory.
remember, he took you
So
across
good.
aside, and we told you right then Trey White is going to be really good, and he is. He's very good. He's a building block. You
You need him, and he's gonna get
absolutely.
he's gonna get paid.
Super technical.
And if we
Yeah.
pull, you here, answer me.
It's true,
Tell me
Pierre.
if you
It
agree with this. A lot of people, a lot of Bills fans,
Christian
shit-
Okoye.
they shit on Doug Whaley because Doug Whaley put us in cap purgatory, right?
Yeah.
He killed our cap, and we're now having to pay for his mistakes.
Kevin.
Guess what? We have guys on our team that are flourishing to be young players, and guess what? Mr. Bean's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to pay up.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have to pay Edmonds. We're
I know,
gonna
but
have to pay Trey
finish
White.
the-
We're gonna have to pay Milano. So is Bean prepared to pay these guys, or are we gonna make the mistake of letting these guys walk? What are your
know,
thoughts on that?
Well, finish the guy's question, man. He wanted to know what you thought about White, Edmonds, and Milano.
They're great. He knows that. He wants to know what you think about it.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Get
so,
him.
And then you took Milano, and I told you. So Milano's playing better than I thought. I really
You didn't like Milano.
No, I did. I said he would be a great special
You
teamer.
did actually.
I said, and he would be good in coverage. I thought he'd be a nickel or dime linebacker because he played some safety with Boston College. So I thought that was a good pick, especially like you got him in the 5th round, I think.
Yep.
And I liked him. He's playing better. I thought I still have the old chats, but I said I didn't know if he'd hold up against the run.
He's doing well, man.
He's doing he's playing exceeding my expectations.
He's
and
our
liked
best
him.
linebacker on the team right now.
I thought he was going to be a really good special teamer who could play, like I said, in obvious passing situations. But he's played really well. He's another building block.
Okay, you mentioned the draft.
Yeah.
What do we do for the draft next year for the Bills? Currently, look at our roster right now. Where do we need to improve for us to even really have a chance to compete next year? We already know who's in our division. Tom
Yeah.
Brady runs the division.
Well, I'm not. It's too early to throw specific names around because you don't know how it's going to shake up. You don't know what position you're going to be in, like in the draft order.
Well, look at the.
But
look
obviously,
at the,
position-wise, that you need.
Look at the Bills roster right now.
You need to upgrade. And again, just positions I'd look at.
Yep.
Not, you have to look at the value of each player in that position, but just position-wise, you obviously need to upgrade at wide receiver, at tight end. You need a guard. Either you draft a tackle and you slide Dawkins in.
I don't like Dawkins at left tackle.
Or you draft a tackle and you slide Dawkins to right tackle. But
a lot of people are talking about the tackle from Alabama.
What did you say
what's
about
his
Edmonds?
name?
With Edmonds, I wanted Miami to draft Edmonds. Remember, that's who I wanted.
You did want him.
Well,
actually they were projecting him there.
If it wasn't a quarterback, I wanted Trey Edmonds. He's doing exactly what I thought he was going to do. I knew he'd struggle some in coverage because he's 12 years old, but
Jonah Williams, thank you very much, James.
Yeah, but he's. I noticed right away that when he meets the guy in the hole, they stop. There's no
dude. He's 6'4", 250.
But there are a lot of big guys, but it doesn't matter. Like you still get them run over.
Yeah, true.
Like Jay Ajayi was dragging Preston Brown 15 yards downfield.
Yo, why you have a hate on for Preston Brown?
He never made an impact play in his career.
He's such a hater.
He went something like 30 some games without a sack, a pick, or a forced fumble. But anyways,
Kevin knows so much shit.
So what I'm
no, he doesn't.
What I'm getting at is look it up. I'm telling you, I know my Preston Brown stats. But what I'm getting at is when Edmonds is special because when he meets you, you don't go. There's no more positive yardage.
Let me pause that.
Stops you dead in your tracks.
My man Momo said I gotta bring you on the show more often because you captivating people right now.
You know what? Only when Kevin drinks.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm very boring.
If he's not drinking, it's extremely quiet. He doesn't.
He still hates on the. Yeah. Every now and then, Ryan Berger. Every now and then, Kevin likes to throw a little bit of hate. Towards the Bills because he has a hard on for who's your lineman that you love so much? Cameron Wake. He always says that Cameron Wake should buy it. What was the? I don't want to.
No, I said that Jordan Mills is Cameron Wake's real estate agent because he's literally given him purchase to rent the Bills backfield at least twice a year.
Yeah, it's true. He says that Cameron Wake usually buys
Mills is
land.
A good run blocker. He's terrible at pass blocking, and every time you played Miami, Cameron Wake's going to get a sack. But Cameron Wake's fantastic.
Momo, I'm gonna try to bring him on as much as I can, but my man lives in Toronto, man. That's 4 hours away.
Yeah.
So for his bitch ass to come over here, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah. But, the Bills, like you have some guys that I really liked. I love Zach Brown. I like Trey. My favorite player on your team right now is Hyde. Hyde is Hyde is all pro.
He's nice. Hyde is nice.
I love that guy. That guy plays the position the way safety should be played right now. He's a modern day safety. He's a half, like he was a kind of a slot corner hybrid. He's kind of what Miami wants Minkah Fitzpatrick to turn into.
I like Minkah Fitzpatrick, first of all. I think he's a stud. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about?
I didn't know you had a hot
No,
tub.
we don't have a hot tub. Don't
we
listen
do
to this
have
girl.
a hot
We
tub.
don't.
We do.
What
am I out there?
How do you feel about
Yes, we have a hot tub.
tanking? Because you have half the Bills fans are about let's just tank so we can have a high draft pick. Because right now, Bills currently, if everything were to end right now, we're picking like top 6.
Yeah.
So people are like, yo, let's just tank, run Peterman, let Peterman play the rest of the way, and go from there. How do you feel about tanking?
I never like tanking. The reason I don't like tanking.
You got to talk for this. I got to go to washroom real quick.
Okay.
He broke the seal.
Uh-oh.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's over. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I like how he's doing it. You guys can't see it, but he's doing
like
like a weird. He's doing that jog. You know when you're crossing the street and the lights to turn red, you don't really increase your speed. You just do the fake jog. But as a driver, I appreciate it. It shows that you're at least thinking
effort
about it.
in. Thank you.
Yeah.
So true.
But anyways, I don't like tanking because.
Sorry, that's yours.
Oh, it's okay.
Please drink.
I will. But the reason I don't like tanking is that it's going to hurt you in free agency because one of the things players look for is they want to join a team that's either winning or a team that looks like it's trending in the right direction. It wants a team and then they're always going to talk to the current players on your team. And if the current players on your team don't believe in the coaching staff, if they don't believe in the scheme, if they don't believe in the direction the team's going, this is going to come out when they talk to any sort of impending free agency. Your off-season kind of goal was to clear out a lot of dead cap. That's why you got rid of guys like Marcel Darius and stuff like that, to get yourself out of this cap purgatory so that you can, make moves in free agency. The goal of any free organization is always to build through the draft, but free agency has become a very important part of it. And you have to complement your draft picks with smart free agent signings, much like Micah Hyde. And if you tank, who wants to come? You either have to overpay like Cleveland had to do for years, or you're going to have to, you know what I mean? And you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to overpay. You don't want to be the Jets paying I don't know what.
The Jets are in trouble.
They're paying 17 or 18 million for Trumaine Johnson. It's a good
player.
Yo,
he's good though.
He is a good player. So, but you can't overpay. And that's
what do you think Tremaine Edmonds is going to ask for?
No.
Not Tremaine Edmonds. Excuse me. Trey White. When his time is done, what do you think he's going to ask for?
That's
golly, man.
We live in.
Yeah.
Province. Who's asking for what province?
No, they said what province do you live in?
Yeah, Ontario.
We live in the best province in the damn country. That's what it is. Would you agree?
Fuck down. No.
Well, BC is the nicest.
No.
We didn't talk about the nicest. We talked about the best.
No.
What's the best province?
Are you serious?
She's gonna say Nova Scotia.
It's Nova Scotia.
Boy, please. Anyway,
so we were talking about the tanking thing, right?
Yeah.
I was saying I don't like tanking because your players need to believe in the coaching staff.
Bryce Denny, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, they need to believe in the scheme. They need to believe that things are going.
Ontario's not the best. Ontario's fucking awful.
Ryan Berger's got it right.
Yeah, he does got it right. You're right. You're right, Ryan Berger.
Nope.
But anyway, so that's why I don't like tanking.
Hey, come to Ottawa.
Oh, hey.
Who's in Markham?
I'm
Carson?
Yeah.
Carson McKenna?
I'm in Etobicoke, buddy. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Etobicoke.
What do you want to come to
Etobicoke sounds
Ottawa,
so fancy. Is Etobicoke fancy?
No, well, I'm by the lake. I'm off
fucking hot tub is real.
If you're by the lake, so that means you're trying to be fancy.
What?
You're trying to act like you're fancy.
No, that's Mississauga.
You think you're better than us?
Mississauga is
than Ottawa?
Yeah.
Oh well, you're the nation's capital.
Well, you better get it right.
Like
you better get it right.
Fucking capital ever.
But I mean,
Saskatchewan is the best. Boy, you better stop.
Saskatchewan. No, Manitoba is the asshole.
Manitoba. We got
Saskatchewan. I don't know if he's from Saskatchewan.
No, Bryce is from Lindsay, Ontario.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because I've been to Saskatchewan. It's nice.
It's awful.
What?
Yo, Momo, where you from, man?
It's horrible.
I thought Regina was a really nice
worst.
city.
Lamar Jackson. Don't you worry about what her name is. Her name is Rico's lady. Look at Lamar Jackson trying to throw some game.
Hey boy,
that shit is shut the fuck down. He's
from
Lackawanna.
Yeah.
Oh, you in Buffalo? All right. Yo, what nationality are you? You more Somali or you Lebanese?
Momo.
Because you don't got much people that are Momo, right?
Isn't it Arab? Aren't they Arab Lebanese?
Shout out QB third round in this year. Yo, okay, let me ask you a question. Real question.
Chair is the most uncomfortable thing in the world.
We have Josh Allen. We drafted Josh Allen number 7 this year.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is looking kind of raw.
Yeah.
Do you address the quarterback position again this draft?
Are you asking me if I would or you guys? Because there's no
both.
chance that
give me both.
There's no chance that your team drafts a quarterback in the first 2 rounds.
Why not?
Guy wrote 3, maybe
in the 3rd round.
But even then, I would say if I had to,
that makes sense.
Yeah, if I had to bet, I would say you don't draft a quarterback before.
Oh, he's Yemen. He's Yemen. Somali, my guy.
Assalamu
alaikum. So you go 3rd round?
No, I'm not saying I would.
We're not gonna find anything nice in the 3rd round.
Listen, no. I started off by saying what I think the team's gonna do.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, you're not taking a quarterback early, because if they do, that's then Beans admitting that he might have made a mistake. And GMs who make mistakes on franchise quarterbacks, they don't last very long. So there's no way, there's a 0 chance that you guys are drafting a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, unless Allen has some sort of catastrophic injury in the rest of the season. So most likely you're going to, if you do take a quarterback, it would be the 4th or 5th round. It's going to be some sort of Peterman type project.
We don't want that though, because we can just keep Peterman if that's the case.
Well, you want a project that might win.
You never know. Brady was a 6th round pick.
Yeah, absolutely. You could hit on someone. You could hit on a guy.
Yeah, but I'm
just saying, when you're talking about allocating resources, they're not going to go high. They're absolutely not. I don't think I would yet either, because you haven't seen enough of Allen.
So we're giving up too soon. If we
guys,
I got you.
I think what happened with your fan base is that a bunch of you got so frustrated watching Tyrod Taylor the last year and a half
Alaikum salam.
that you were very into getting this new quarterback. You finally got your new quarterback, and when he didn't come out like blazing, you guys are getting impatient. Peyton Manning led I believe, through 28 he threw over 20 interceptions his rookie year.
He did. I want
to say it's 28.
He was raw, raw as you can believe.
Yeah, his first game was against Miami.
No doubt.
Terrell Buckley picked him off for a touchdown. But
Terrell Buckley, yeah, shit, good for you.
Florida State for Bobby.
Sam Madison back in the day.
Yeah,
What's
Wisconsin.
happening here, Kevin?
Oh, I guess I can.
Fuck you guys, drink like girls.
First of all, settle down. We're trying to be professional here.
Yeah, this is a very professional setting.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Guys, I'm here drinking by myself.
Let me ask you a question.
I feel like you guys need to
LaShawn
get on
McCoy,
it.
one of the greatest running backs right now playing, correct?
Oh, right now?
Right now.
I don't know.
Excuse me. I don't want to say right now because right now he's not having a great year.
Yeah.
But if you give the name
if you'd
LaShawn McCoy,
if you'd asked me to like last year,
he's one of the best.
He may still be. It's hard to judge right now, but right now he doesn't look right.
He doesn't, right? He doesn't look right.
No, he doesn't. Well, I mean, we were obviously holding him to a high standard. We're not talking about him compared to a normal guy. We're talking about him compared to
no. I get it,
right?
So the Bills, do we cut him as a cap casualty, or do we keep him until his contract is done?
I think you got to go. I think you got to see how the draft plays out, to be honest. And if you get a chance to grab a young running back, I think you do that, and I think you let Shady go because the way, I mean, you never know in the NFL. You can turn around real quick, but the odds are you're not going to be legitimate. Like your offense isn't going to be playoff caliber next year. It'll probably take you 2 years because next year Allen should get a bit better. You should be drafting and some more weapons for him, and they'll be rookies, and they're going to have to go through their growing pains. I think you need a starting tight end. I think you need.
You do?
Yeah, I think you need at least one wide receiver, especially someone who can run deep.
Kelvin Benjamin, a bum?
He's not a bum, but he's not great. Like he's not worth what you guys are going to pay him, so he needs to go.
Should we have traded him?
If you had asked me before the trade, I would have said yes because he's had some good moments with Carolina. He had a couple of years where he was, I think, 1,300 yards one year or something like that. He's a good receiver, or he was a good receiver.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I don't know if he's just depressed or whatever. He looks disinterested. He looks disinterested out.
It's Buffalo, man.
But who cares? Like you're still in the NFL. Like you're still at the end of the day, you're lined up against someone. And as when you played, your pride is like, I'm not going to let this guy beat you. I don't care. I don't care at this moment.
He's got no pride.
Coach, I don't care about the
You're
season,
right.
But I'm not letting this guy talk shit to me all day. I'm going to take him. I have some deceptive speed.
You're freaking right.
Sneaky fast.
Now we are in a position right now that we're not making playoffs. The Bills are not playing in the playoffs. Would you concur?
Yeah, you're not going to.
We're not making the playoffs. So
no.
To me, I've been talking about how I would quickly change our offensive coordinator. Are you in favor of that? Boy, don't you make me talk to myself. I'm about to shut this whole shit down.
I'm gonna jog out to the bathroom.
So the offensive coordinator,
and
Dable.
Yeah, he used to be the Dolphins coordinator.
You know him,
yeah.
Bum or not?
I liked him.
Drink it, Kevin.
Oh, sorry. Holy shit.
Yeah, she really poured it out for you.
It smells.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dave only lasted 1 year with Miami.
Somebody brought up Mark Trestman. I'm gonna bring that up after. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dable.
CFL.
Do you want more?
No, I'm okay. Thank
Lemonade,
you.
I meant.
Oh, okay. Me? No, I'm
I
okay.
put a lot of vodka in.
I'm good.
Okay.
Wow, we really doing this?
I mean,
I'm about to shut this whole shit down.
He's like the
dad.
He's taking his skip and roll home.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
Down.
But so Dable, the year he played for the year he was with Miami, I thought he did some nice things. He made that was Reggie Bush's first 1,000-yard season.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah. Believe he ran for 200
with the Dolphins. Really?
Yeah,
he actually had a really strong year that year.
Yeah, he ran for 205 yards against the Buffalo Bills.
I remember that.
It
was Reggie Bush.
Yeah, there are. We have 4 200-yard games against you guys. Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough. Like how much of the playbook is Dable going to be using right now? He's got a quarterback that was literally fishing a week ago. He has the interception machine,
Right.
the turnover king.
Yeah.
And then he's got, a rookie who, again, we all said at the beginning before the draft was raw. I needed time to develop. So how much of his playbook is he really throwing out there? How true of an assessment can we make on his play calling right now when he's got guys that are not ready to be consistent starters in the NFL?
You're making excuses for him.
Is it an excuse?
What do you mean, bro?
Excuse me.
You're literally like saying like, well, how fast is this car? I'm like, well, Rico, the tires are blown on it. Are you making an excuse for the car? Well, you can't drive if there's no tires on the car.
No, I appreciate that.
You yourself have said that Allen doesn't look like he's showing him. You yourself have said that Anderson looks terrible.
Mhm.
You yourself have said that Shady doesn't look right. Just tonight, you yourself have said that Benjamin looks like a bum.
He is.
You yourself have not been very big supporter of Zay Jones.
Actually, no, that's a lie. Actually, I'm starting to come around because Yes, because he's shown me something.
Yeah, and you told me Clay was finished. So if you, by your own admission, have basically named the entire offense as being a problem, then you're like trying to judge a chef cooking you a meal with leftovers.
No, we're not going to play that game. Okay, let me tell you something. The job of the offensive coordinator is to get the most out of every single player on that team, whether they're bums or not. You are to execute my playbook, and I need to get every one of you guys bought in. Dable is not doing that. He hasn't done it with the Dolphins. He didn't do it with the Kansas City Chiefs.
He didn't get fired.
He didn't do it with
Miami.
the Browns.
The year he was with Miami, they had no real talent either, and they were like middle of the pack. They weren't that bad. And keep in mind, that was with, I want to say that was a Chad
Bro,
Henne
he's
year.
Not a good offensive coordinator. Period.
I know, but he's not the reason why your offense is struggling.
He's not part of it.
He may not be helping, but
that's right.
But again, you want to judge a guy, like I said, you got to at least give him a couple games where you have where he's got some talent. Again, I'm not trying to defend him. I'm not saying he's great, but you've been the reason this is happening, ladies and gentlemen, is because he's been on Dable for like weeks.
Dable is not helping the cause. That is why I'm on Dable.
I know, but you
get rid of him.
I know, but you got to be consistent with your arguments here. You hated Greg Roman.
I didn't mind Greg Roman. Greg Roman just did not
like Greg Roman after
because he could not get Tyrod to get to develop Tyrod in passing the ball. That was the problem.
Then they got rid of Roman.
Then they got Dennison.
Then you switched to
Dennison.
I don't like Dennison
because he was trash.
I'm not saying he's great.
Okay.
Now you're saying it's Dable. So it's like everyone that comes through is trash.
Okay.
Or could it be that every one of these guys has had nothing at QB? Or maybe it's a combination of both.
Here's the deal. And I'm going to say this to you and tell me if you agree with this or not. I don't even give a damn if you do agree with this or not because it's the facts. There are two types of offensive coordinators. There's one that will educate and take the time and really be in the school books with the quarterback to show him the nuances of the offense and so on and so forth. And then there's the new flashy offensive coordinator that's got these new plays and I want you to do this because the game is changing. Defensive coordinators are all over shit. So you've got to be so creative on offense that you've got to be able to offset whatever the defense is throwing at you. There's two ways to do it. Josh Allen is not receptive to Dable's offense. It's not working. Get Dable the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but why bother now? Why not wait till the end of the year?
We have to wait till the end of the year.
Yeah,
we have to. But he can't come back next year.
Okay.
And if he does come back next year, we need a freaking quarterback coach that is a fucking educator.
I want to say, though, that you guys had the same arguments, how you disliked Leslie Frazier at the end of last year. Oh, he was terrible and blah, 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 blah.
Frazier?
And I haven't heard a word of Frazier, sorry. And I haven't heard a word of complaint about him this year.
I don't know. But
is his
Leslie Frazier
schemes that much better? Or is it possibly that you've gotten, Edmonds and Jerry Hughes woke up out of a 22-year slump to actually make some plays? You know what I mean? You actually put Lorenzo Alexander in the right spot to rush the passer, and he's playing like crazy like he's playing like he did 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I should say. You know what I mean? Is he that much of a better defensive coordinator? Or
But he had a great he set the defense up well last year. So
did he?
There's nothing. What do you mean, did he?
I'm not.
We had a top five.
I'm not arguing that. You were arguing.
I'm not arguing that at all.
Oh man,
my problem is the offense.
You and Akeem were so anti-Frazier coming into the year.
That's Akeem.
Pierre.
Akeem is not a fan of Frazier.
Frazier.
Akeem is not a fan of Frazier.
No.
I'm about scoring points and moving the chains. We didn't do it last year. We did it slightly a little bit, but not quite.
All right, this dude's got a good one. He's got Hugh Jackson for OC.
I don't mind Hugh Jackson for OC.
Yeah, I don't either. I think he's like
he's an educator and he knows how to move the ball and put things together.
He could be you know how Wade Phillips is a terrible head coach but a fantastic coordinator. You know how you know what I mean? There's some guys that are just Norv Turner used to be like that. Like he's old.
Norv Turner is doing wonders with Cam Newton right now.
But he was a terrible head coach, but a really good coordinator. And there are guys like that out there. And Hugh Jackson could be that guy where he's just not a very good head coach, but as a specific coordinator, maybe he is. He's worth bringing in. He's had success where he's gone, especially with limited talent around him.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Pierre asked me this question yesterday.
Yeah.
Take Dable out. Put Sean McVay in. Are we a better offense on the Bills right now?
The obvious answer is yes. However, can you tell me how much better do you think it would be?
Doesn't matter how much better.
Yes, it does. It does. It does matter.
Sorry,
I'm just curious in your mind.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you in my mind. Yeah. In my mind, we put points on the board.
That's very.
Hold on, time out. No, and I'll tell you why. 9
what
points.
Is points? How many points?
9 points were given up by the defense to the Patriots going into the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Right? So with an offense, we are able to at least put 2 touchdowns on the board. We're up 14-9. Yeah. And then it makes Tom Brady one-dimensional. We have to pass the ball.
I'm not arguing that.
So then what are we?
Hang on. I'm not arguing that McVay would be the defense better. I'm just trying to see how far on the crazy train you are. I want to see, like, in your mind, are you going from like bad to like a great offense? Like, how big of a difference?
I guess
what I'm getting at is how badly do you think Dable's holding you back?
We're 30th right now in offense. 32nd, excuse me. We're the worst. We are the worst defense. Excuse me, the worst offense in modern day NFL history. Hold on a second. We're the worst offense in modern day NFL history. So you don't think McVay coming in would at least get us to
31st, Rico.
15th start. We're 31st. My bad. You don't think you can get us?
No way.
You don't think you can get us to 15th?
Absolutely not.
We have LaShawn McCoy, which LaShawn McCoy is Todd Gurley.
You have a quarterback that was retired.
Bro, you frustrate me.
Yeah, and if Dable was on the Rams, because I'm reading Pierre's question here.
Right.
What is the difference?
There'll be a massive difference. We put points on the board. We can't put points on the board right now.
You got Derek Anderson and Nate Peterman at QB. You're not. I don't care who it is. You could be Santa Claus. And
thank you, Ryan Berger, 31st.
Should be Santa Claus because Nate Peterman's always handing out gifts. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter who. Like, obviously, I'm not saying Dable is great, and obviously, if you take an elite guy like McVay, it's going to make a difference. However, what I am saying is that
we have no talent.
The talent around you is going to dictate the results. You can only do so much with what you got, and you literally have a quarterback that was on vacation with his family 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever. Like you had to pull him off a fishing boat.
Yeah, we did.
And you think that with that. And the guy doesn't even know the offense well enough yet.
He doesn't. You're right. And
you think McVay, if all of a sudden he left and he came here right now, you're gonna go from 31st to 15th.
I'm actually that confident that that's how bad Dable is. That's the thing. It's not about McVay would come in and light it up. It's just that Dable is that bad. He hasn't had a good on offense.
What's happening?
on three different teams. I'm not even listening to this guy no more, man.
No. 24 what? 24? I like him.
All right, listen, we're gonna wrap this up because we've been doing this for an hour now.
I got nowhere else to be.
I have nowhere to be. Kevin,
Tom B. Bills win tomorrow. McVay. McCoy goes 209 yards rushing tomorrow. I don't know, man. That Bears defense is pretty damn good. I don't know if if McCoy goes for 209 yards. My man hasn't even eclipsed 100 yards rushing this year. So 200 yards, I don't know about
People,
that.
are you sick of it? Are we done?
Oh, we are done. We're going
scroll
an
back.
hour.
Let me see some questions here.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
John Gruden will get rid of Derek Carr.
Ryan
Let's pick
Beaners.
him up. I doubt that's gonna happen. Rico, don't keep this guy on a whole lot. Yeah, listen,
He's a
man.
hater.
Ryan Berger's been hating on you all night, man.
Yeah,
Tell
we think we
I think it's your
prefaced.
Ryan Berger, don't hate on
Chin.
my guy. That's
no,
my guy.
No, it's
Like,
okay.
it's
Like
okay.
we prefaced it by saying I'm not a Bills fan. So,
Yeah, he
but-
was already triggered by that.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
So the whole thing though is that I guess there's no real value to my being here, but the only thing that's entertaining would be that
I'm
I
not
have
happy you're here.
a non-biased opinion. I don't dislike the Bills, and I sadly I
Non-biased.
grew up with the Bills because well, you remember where growing up in Ottawa, the local station was Rochester. So we had every Bills
Of
game.
course we did.
Every friggin' commercial break was Jim Kelly throwing loaves
Momo
of bread
loves
to
you.
someone.
Look at that.
He's
He
throwing
said,
loaves
"I
of
like
bread
him.
to
He's
someone
good,
for
Rico."
Wegmans. You know what I mean? I know about Jamie.
Answer his question. Brody, what's your question?
What's going on?
What's your question, Brody?
What's
Where's
your
Brody?
question?
Brody asked it. He's probably trying to throw some shade.
No, you got to scroll up.
He's a division rival. Yes, he is a division rival, but I still love him. Love you guys. Bills win. My man says Bills win. Brody, what's your question, bro? Let me go back. See if I can find Brody's question.
Just ask him again. You
Anyway.
can scroll all. the
Brody,
way
write
up.
your
We're
damn
too
question
drunk
again,
for this.
Brody.
I think you guys get a good shot tomorrow.
Rico,
If
ignored
Nate
me
Peterman
too
blows
about
another
Will Greer.
game,
What's
is
about
the
Will
glass
Greer?
still a quarter full? Oh, you watched the video last time. Because the other day, yesterday,
I feel like
I
you
said,
guys did not answer many questions.
be
at
quiet
all.
for a second. Just give me a second.
Me, bro?
There was, I pulled up a glass and it was like a quarter full. I said,
Will
3/4 of the
Greer.
Bills fans
You
don't
guys
want
should
nothing to
ask
do with
your
Bills
other questions.
with Nate Peterman. I said, a quarter of us still
Pierre, come
fuck
to
with.
fucking Canada.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So sorry. Go on. People
A
really
quarter
wanna
of us
listen to
fuck
you.
with Nate Peterman. He's saying if Peterman blows it tomorrow,
Yeah.
am I still in that quarter?
This is for you, 24.
Am I still in that quarter support? It's got to be a point where he blows it. I'm talking about like he's throwing picks. He's not running the offense.
So just like
get
a
him the fuck
typical
out of
game.
here. Then I'll be like, yo, it's a wrap. I'll be like, yo, it's a wrap.
Table.
I'm done. If he blows it, but I don't think he's gonna blow it. I think tomorrow he's gonna actually have a respectable game.
The
for
Bears
sure.
don't have that great of a secondary.
I know. That's why I
Josh
feel like he's gonna
Allen
do
were
it.
to lose. What? If Josh Allen were to let loose
a little.
a little with the new CC, do you think I'm too drunk. This is moving way too fast.
He just wants to know if
There's no way.
I think if I understand correctly, what he's trying to say is that Allen's playing a little tight right now because he's very focused on not making
Tight,
mistakes.
eh?
But if you
24. What
That's
24?
what she said.
The cap hit is he's owed $2 million. So $4 million in bonus, $2 million in some roster bonus, and he's got another $2 million coming to him, plus another $19 million. So no, the Bills will not claim him off of waivers. They're gonna wait till he clears the waivers, and if they even attempt to look at this guy, we'll do it after the fact.
I can really put myself together right now.
Anyway, yo, listen, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I thought we were answering questions.
We are answering
You're
questions,
a
but
fucking hater. With
Yeah,
me.
well,
yo,
God.
this is an hour. People don't have
Oh,
the attention.
motherfuckers are still here.
They're
So
still
what are you
asking us
talking about?
questions.
People
Listen,
are still asking questions.
People don't have the attention span to listen for
You're
1 hour.
insulting
I
me.
don't have the attention span to listen to you all the time.
Ryan
Yes,
Here,
Berger
I
you do.
is
fucking
listening.
am.
See?
Brody, appreciate the
Listen
love.
to your girl, Andrew. Thank you.
Andrew Pettis says,
Thank
listen to your
you.
girl. She's not even saying anything.
Well,
What?
she's saying she
Oh
wants
my
to go to
God.
she wants to go out to a bar. is what she's saying.
Someone said,
I'm in my fucking
Momo said, put Rico in the
sweatpants.
bathroom. I'm good, baby. I'm going straight. Listen, Tom B.
Yeah.
Tommy B.
Go away.
Tommy B says, you guys rock. He says, we're doing our right job.
We're
Yo,
a
if we-
fucking
if
hot
we
mess
are-
right now.
If we're doing a good job,
Um,
give us a thumbs up.
I feel like all
Why
these
are you always
people should come.
pandering? Just
Right?
like, yeah, if they're here,
Chill.
I
Thank
would
you.
keep this going if there was like if it was just me and Ryan. You know what I mean?
Listen, we got 48. We got 48 people rocking with us right now.
It's just me and
But listen, this is not just for
That's
right now. This
amazing.
is for afterwards when people want
I
to
feel
watch this
like
again.
everybody should move to Canada.
No.
That's on this thing, just so we
We
can
got-
teach them how to drink.
Well,
Because I
that's
feel like
true.
everybody is saying that, like when I stand up, I'm gonna fall over.
Shit, they said keep going.
They
Are y'all
might be
crazy?
true,
Y'all want us to keep going?
but I feel like they need to come to Canada just to learn how to drink because this is normal.
yeah,
This is
see,
a
they-
normal fucking Saturday.
one
right
guy
here.
knew. Yeah.
This could be fucking Monday for all y'all know.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's true.
Yo, prediction of the score for tomorrow.
20-0.
Wow.
20 wait.
We're gonna
17.
blanket it?
Shh. 17.
I mean, that's not a far.
Can you stop talking for a second? I'm
She's
drunk
doing
and I'm
math.
trying to do math.
All
Thank
right.
you, Kevin.
Jump in there, Kevin. What you got?
7-7-14.
I said 21-17
Okay,
is going to be the
23
score.
to.
That's gonna be tough.
Why is it really?
It's pretty high,
It's
but
not a lot of
23-15.
Was
I said
that?
it. You heard me.
23-15 for Buffalo.
For Buffalo? Buffalo wins
Yeah.
it 23-15? Or we lose?
I
Oh,
think-
she said Bears.
No. Okay, yeah, no, Buffalo.
No, I think Buffalo can win.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that,
The same way you think Jets.
I'm going to
And,
go with.
We're home, by the way.
Yeah, no.
The Bills are home.
I think
yeah,
you
that
guys are going to win
makes a difference in the weather.
24-17 with one defensive score.
Who scores it?
Is
Is it a scoop and score?
Yeah, it's going to be.
A scoop and score or pick six?
Fuck up,
It's going to be
Pierre.
a
You come to
fumble
Canada, I'm gonna
recovery
get you
by Milano
hammered
for
every
a
day.
touchdown, and it'll be
Oh, no.
Alexander that forces the fumble.
How do you feel about Alexander?
I love Alexander.
Alexander's playing fucking lights
Andrew
out.
said you guys won't even score. I mean, I was nice enough to
Well, I
give you
said the
2 touchdowns
defense.
and a fucking
I
kick.
said I think they can score. I think
I
I don't
think
think I think the
so.
Bears defense is
Yo,
great.
Pierre is such a fucking instigator, and he
fucking love
What's he
Pierre.
saying?
talking all this shit. He's like, "Yo, I'm drunk. I'm trying to do the math." He's
Quote of the
quoting you.
day.
He says that was a quote of the day.
She's an
That
inspirational
does sound
lady.
like something I would say, sadly.
You just said
Yeah, you did just say it.
Fuck off,
it. Was
Bumpchin.
Listen,
it was a recent quote. I think it was the last thing you said. You're like, that does sound familiar.
Sounds like something I'd say.
yeah.
I've been drinking since 1:30. Go Bills. He said, "Go Sabres."
Is he
Yeah.
Canadian?
I can't even read.
Ah. Hey, the Sabres put the beat down on Ottawa today.
Yeah, when
Fucking too.
Yeah.
when this one starts getting liquor in her system, the F bombs just come. They just
Okay,
drop
well,
everywhere.
the other things I do when I'm drunk, you don't complain about.
Very
So
offended.
I'm pretty sure.
Somebody said he's very offended by
I
your
think he's joking.
nonsense.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Rico, much
But
love. Keep it up.
Love it.
This is the shit. I appreciate it. That's love. We're gonna cruise. We're going to man. Pierre's trying to take you on a cruise.
Fuck yes. Let's
Well,
go.
I'm there.
I am so
He invited
down.
me.
It's true. You're there.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Well, I said he's coming to
She's dropping a
Canada.
lot of
Andrew Penner wants to know how I like
You know
how I
what?
started liking the Bills. Let me
That's
tell you
so
something.
true. I'm Canadian,
I was this
swear,
close
Sailor, it's awful.
to being a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh.
This close. Disgusting, isn't it? It was between the Bills. It was
Your
the
brother's
Bills.
a huge Cowboy fan.
Exactly. That's how it came
Like,
down to. My brother
huge.
is this is how it came. It was the Bills and the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And we're like watching the Super Bowl, and I'm like, yo, I'm going for this team because I like the logo. The logo was dope to me.
This is a
I was like
weak story.
8 or 9. What's that?
This is a weak story. Why wouldn't you just say, like, we grew up in Ottawa, the Bills were always on TV? That's, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck all that.
I like them because of their logo.
The logo was
Oh,
dope, and I like the
man.
colors, and I even got
Is that-
got me a starter freaking half
Yeah, were you,
jacket.
were you a
I
Charlotte
had one of
Hornets
those
fan
starter.
too?
I
Because
had
of
those starter jackets. The
the
pullover hoodie
grandmama,
with
you
the
know,
big coat.
Yeah, I had one of them.
I had a magic one.
I had
It was
one of them
Orlando
shits anyway. So
Magic.
that's I picked the Bills, and then the
Fucking
Bills
love that.
ended up losing that damn Super Bowl, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, but we started still having winning seasons. And then I was like, yo, I'm fucking with the Bills. And I saw Thurman Thomas, and I saw Andre Reed, and I saw Jim Kelly. I was like, yo, that's the squad right there. And I started fucking with them the whole time.
My buddy
And then I'm like, wait a
was
minute, why are we not
Dolphins
winning
jersey,
anymore?
that bit.
All right, but we'll get it next
Like,
year.
you coming with that.
We'll get it
I've
next
been
year.
to,
We'll get it next
yeah.
year, and we are where we are right now.
I've
what's
been
up.
to, yeah, the guy's talking about the Dolphins jersey. So I've been to 3 games in Buffalo now. Actually, I've been to 4. I've seen 4 Miami versus Buffalo games.
Yo, should we keep going, or are we shutting this shit down?
I really want to go to a fucking Bills game again.
Yeah.
The last time I went, it was fucking amazing. I got way too drunk.
Hey, it's
I had to go
hang on, this is the
hospital
best
right
one. So
after.
the first game I ever went to.
I want to go to a home opener because it's warm.
Yeah, the first game I ever went to.
Tom B, keep going. All right, boy.
Okay. So
Mhm.
yeah,
He's not a Bills fan.
I know, but Ryan, come on, man.
No.
Like, we're not.
Andrew
we-
Penner is asking.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, is the
So-
guy in the middle of Bills fan? No, he's
No.
a fucking Dolphins fan.
yeah.
Ew.
Gross.
So
Squish the
Fuck
it,
fish is
please
what we
drink.
do.
well,
Kevin.
they don't stink. We're always mediocre. Like I said earlier,
I
I
feel
don't know
like
if you guys were
nobody
here.
that is a Bills
In
fan
20
can say anything bad about
in the
it.
last 25 years.
Sorry, guys.
Miami's record is 196 wins and 196 losses.
I feel like the Bills own
just
the Dolphins.
always mediocre.
Do we own you guys?
No.
What do you mean own?
Like, we own you. Like chances are, when the Bills and the Dolphins play, we win.
You did well when you had like what's his name? Schwartz was your defensive coordinator. and
Jimmy
stuff?
Schwartz. Ah, I
Yeah,
fucking
you
miss
guys
Jimmy Schwartz.
were killing us because
If we kept Jimmy
no.
and we brought in, because this was the plan. Check this out. This
Yeah.
was supposed to be the plan.
Well, you had
If
4.
Whaley stuck around and he had his choice,
Yeah.
it would have been Jimmy Schwartz as the fucking defense, and Hugh Jackson was going to come in as the offensive coordinator / head coach. Bro, what a difference this whole situation would be.
Yeah.
Now we stuck with freaking Dable.
Hang on. What's he saying? To sweep in 2016.
Like, how can you guys read this? I am entirely too drunk to be able to pay attention to that. It keeps
No,
going up
Ryan,
really,
I think
really
you're
fast.
off, my friend. You didn't sweep us in 2016. You swept us last year. In 2016, Miami swept you guys.
Ryan Berger asked if we're going to the disco.
Yeah.
A disco.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Ryan, in 2016 is when the Bills swept the Dolphins. It's when Jay Ajayi had two 200-yard games. Yeah.
So like 800?
He had.
Two.
It seemed like he had 800 yards. I don't know.
Do you see what DZ Anchor wrote?
What he's right.
You can read that? Can you see that?
I'm too drunk to read
Said it around the
anything.
field house. They were like,
Even
never
if I
happy,
squint, I can't see it.
Yeah. So the first, so the first Bills game I ever went to was obviously against Miami. I was dating this girl that worked at Hooters.
Yo, fuck the Dolphins, man.
No, it said Bills.
That's what I'm gonna
stories.
say.
It's a funny.
it's
It's a
3:24.
Bill story.
What?
It's funny.
All right, there you go.
What?
So I go to this game.
That was for you, Andrew.
I'm dating this. I'm dating this Hooters chick, and she gets me these tickets to see the game. And
Fucking
it
love
was,
Hooters wings.
yeah, I was in like row 6, like 45 yards. Like they were fantastic seats. I was so close to the field that the players were kind of getting in the way when the ball was that close. It was fantastic. It was the best first NFL game I ever went to, and I remember Travis Henry was your guys running.
Travis Henry is one of the better.
Yeah,
one of
he
the
was
better
good. He couldn't
Bills
tackle.
running backs.
So there was a guy in the stands in a Zach Thomas jersey, and all game he was chirping the Bills guys, right? Then he came out with some comment about, you remember Travis Henry had like 13 kids or something, and he made this comment.
He's like the Sean Kemp of the NFL.
Yeah, he made this comment, and Travis Henry turned around. And
Who made the comment?
It was something about like, something about the kids. I don't know. It was just he was yelling all day. Travis Henry turned around, took 2 steps towards the stadium. Like, we should have known he's not going to come into the crowd, but everyone sat down and got quiet. It was
fucking
really
right,
funny.
Yeah, you fucking right.
It was. He turned around, he just stared at us with his crazy eyes, and everyone just sat down and was really quiet. The Zach Thomas guy never made a peep the rest of the game.
Who's your favorite Bills player ever?
Thurman Thomas.
O.J. Simpson.
Thurman Thomas?
Thurman Thomas.
Ever?
Is your favorite team in the NFL the Buffalo Bills?
No.
You're
But
I tried to get him. I tried to get you. But Thurman Thomas is the best running back that you've ever seen play?
No. Barry Sanders is the best running back.
You
I've ever
fucking
seen.
right. Barry Sanders
You
is
motherfucking
Thomas,
right.
but I
GOAT.
would argue till I'm blue in the face that Thurman Thomas was a better player than Emmitt Smith. Thurman Thomas.
that's a fact.
Yeah, Thurman
Okay,
Thomas
all right.
is.
Thurman
How
Thomas
many Dolphins
was
Hall
Marshall
of
Faulk before Marshall
Famers?
Falk.
how many Dolphins Hall of Famers?
Yeah.
Well, there's quite a
I
few.
can't believe he said
Actually, there's
that.
only one.
Talking about
Dan
this
Marino.
one. No, like there's a whole host of them.
Racist
In.
out.
So there's a thing.
The Dolphins are very good. You know that, right?
No, well, there's a thing that's called the Super
Rico,
Bowl,
favorite Bills player of all time is Nate.
He said there's a thing called the Super
Peterman.
Bowl.
and Miami's won 2 of them. Right?
Wait,
So
you only won one.
we won 2.
Where's your
They won them
drink?
back-to-back years.
The one that you guys
wrong
went.
with you?
72 and 73. And then they won the next year. They only lost 1 game.
Please
Oh, is that right?
Anyways, a bunch of guys from those
Sir.
teams like
pick up
Thank
your
you.
drink.
Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, Paul Warfield,
Mercury Morris.
Brian
That
Greasy,
bum.
Nick Bonicatti.
Are they
Larry
both? Are they
Little,
all Hall of Famers?
all Hall of Famers?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Miami had 2 Hall of Fame running backs in the backfield at the same time,
Interesting.
and a Hall of Fame quarterback and wide receiver.
You know the Dolphins are trash, right?
They're mediocre.
I just want to let you know they're trash,
Mediocre.
and I don't want you to forget it.
That's the problem. Is that if they had like some shitty teams, the Bills at least had some team years where they were really crappy, and then they were able to get some high picks. Miami's always 7-9, 8-8.
Momo
So,
knows exactly what's happening. First of all, Marshall Falk.
Marshall Faulk's really good. Yeah.
I like Marshall Falk.
I
think
watched him
Marshall
at
Falk.
San
What a
Diego.
Falker.
I watched San Diego State, and when he was in college, and I had you watch these guys in college, and like, oh, I just can't wait for him to be a Miami Dolphin one year. And then he ended up
Miami
a Colt.
Dolphins, you're nonsense.
He ended up a Colt, and back then Indianapolis was still in our division.
Could you imagine if Marshall Falk and Peyton Manning were still on the same team, and
Why
Reggie
did you
Wayne?
guys drink it?
Not Reggie Wayne, excuse me, Marvin Harrison on the
Do I
same
need to
team?
add more?
Oh no, it's
Bro, man, that shit would have been bananas. I don't know what the Colts were thinking.
well, it's
Playoffs? Who was
Well,
that? Who was that?
yeah.
That clown is the one who got rid of
that
him.
was
Mora.
Mora.
what's
Mora.
that?
You got to remember they did replace Marshall Falk with Edgerrin James.
I know. I like Andrew James. Andrew James
Yeah.
was out of the U, right?
Yeah.
Out of the U.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Kevin is a big Miami University fan. The U.
don't
What is
think they
it?
would
Is
know
it the
that.
U? Is this
Yeah,
the U?
it's the U.
That's the U. Do they
You
still
can-
have that turnover chain? The turnover
What's
chain?
you? What does that mean?
They do.
That's Miami University.
That's
It's-
awful. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Oh,
Were you a
that's
Bama fan?
college. Yes.
No, that's.
When did you
that's
become
what we're talking
When did you become a Bama fan?
Tonight they're on TV.
You have a man
Yeah.
I don't know about. Don't let me know
I got a
that.
few you
name's
don't
Tua.
know about. Hey.
Listen, LSU looked like a freaking CFL team today. It looked like a CIS team today compared to
They don't know
Bama.
what it is.
They don't know what that is?
CIS now.
No, they won't know what that is. Yo, LSU was a joke. That's a number 3 ranked team? Are you kidding me?
Well,
They got spanked, boy.
that's just how good
I wanna get spanked.
Alabama is.
Jenna randomly said roll tide. She randomly said roll tide out of nowhere.
Did
What?
I? No, because you were talking. No, I thought you said that you were talking about college football. Like Alabama, so I said roll tide. That's
Peterman
what I thought
will-
you were talking about.
Run the team.
Jenna,
just
tell me what
went
this.
wide left.
Does Peterman have a good game tomorrow? Yes or no?
Oh, I like this guy, Jacob.
What did Jacob say?
Best Bills player of all time is Andy Dalton. I like it.
Was he not a kid? I had him in my fantasy.
Andy Dalton? Yes, you
Remember
did.
2 years ago, my quarterback. Yeah. He fucking shit
I
the
also
bed.
liked
Fuck him.
Bills players. I also
It was
liked.
fucking terrible.
I always really like Kenneth Davis.
Anybody know who Kenneth Davis is? I mean, they're not gonna know who Kenneth Davis
Why
is.
would they know who Kenneth Davis is? He was really good.
I don't know if they will.
I also really liked Eric Moulds.
Eric Moulds
Eric Moulds was
is
very good.
one of the best receivers that came out of Buffalo.
Yeah, he's
Behind
the game I was talking about.
Andre
So,
Reed.
so the very first game
And
I
Stevie
ever
Johnson.
saw, the
Ryan
Eric Moulds went
Berger?
over 200
That is
yards
correct.
in that game. And that was
Pierre
when-
says you're becoming a star in front of our eyes.
I'm becoming a hot fucking
And then
mess in front of all these
Ryan
people. Look at me.
Hamburger
Look at my
says
hair.
Jenna's
Look at your
becoming more
fucking-
drunk in front of our eyes.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's-
Ryan Berger. You're
that's
absolutely
truth.
right.
Shit.
The
Oh,
game
wow.
production says, what about Clemson versus Louisville today? Clemson beat down Louisville. This is what happens when Lamar Jackson, a playmaker, leaves. Your team is in shambles. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens.
You're talking about Clemson, who had Deshaun Watson leave. They weren't in shambles.
Yes, but Lamar Jackson was Louisville. You take Lamar Jackson out of Louisville, they ain't shit. And that's the facts.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody brought up Jeff Burris. Really?
Oh, I remember Jeff Burris from Notre Dame. Yeah.
Do you know who Jeff Burris is?
Yeah. Jeff Burris was a corner. And then he played safety at one point. But he was from a first-round pick out of Notre Dame.
Yo, how long you been watching football?
Me?
Yeah.
How old are you?
We don't talk about that.
Oh.
We don't talk about
We stopped
that.
counting after.
Listen,
30.
we're gonna take a few more questions and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So y'all
Where
need
are
to
we
stop
going? Take me
getting the fuck off this
dancing.
thing.
Take me
That's true.
dancing.
Trevor Lawrence is, he's going to be good.
Clemson got Trevor
so
Lawrence. Is
lazy.
Trevor Lawrence
I don't
nice?
wanna go
See, I don't know much
dancing.
about college
I'm
football.
bad.
Trevor Lawrence is really good. Or he's going to be really good. He already is good.
So how does it feel to be Buffalo's bitch?
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Like, you guys are always
Wow,
so-
that was really rude. That was uncalled for.
it's like you guys are always behind us. You do well, but we never worry about you. Like, you're
Listen,
always behind
the
us.
game production says the guy in the middle is not a Bills fan, but he's the only one with a Bills cup.
That's true.
Strategically done, sir.
Yeah.
I made him take that cup and say, "Hey, you're gonna be here. You're gonna drink in that bitch."
I keep
That's it.
refilling
He's an honorary Bills fan. Whenever he jumps into this house, you are a Bills fan.
I feel like we're too drunk to be sitting here right
First of all, I'm not drunk.
now. I
you're
am
drunk.
drunk. This is happening.
Brady or Nick Mullins. It's a tough
I have a screenshot of Kevin drinking out of a Bills cup. Thank you, Pierre. We're gonna post that. We're gonna post that everywhere. My guy. I'm from Texas, El Paso. Roberto Martinez, you're from Texas? My guy. I've been to Houston, man. Love Houston. They say everything is bigger in
Oh,
Texas. I like it.
Pins and needles.
Yes,
you gotta
pins and
walk.
needles.
Albert Wilson was going off
Oh,
before he got hurt. Yo,
Yeah,
Albert
that's
Wilson
true.
was playing well for you guys.
Yeah, he
actually.
was. He was a really, really good free agent pick.
Who's your best receiver on your team right now?
right
Pierre,
now?
come
Kenny
to
Stills?
Canada
No,
so I can
well,
take you out.
Stills is hurt, but no,
We're
it's
gonna have
Parker.
a bottle
Parker's.
Yo,
Parker's
if you
the
guys
best
can
one.
get rid of
bottles
Parker
of
for us
wine,
and
and
we
we're
can
gonna go
draft
to
and we can
a
sign
club.
Parker, I would love it.
And I
but you
think
guys won't.
should bring your lady.
We're
so
not
I can get
re-signing
her
Parker.
fucking hand with
See,
me.
this
Parker's
is
gonna
the,
be a
Oh,
free
for a
agent.
night.
I'm
Like,
gonna
Albert Wilson was playing.
I'm gonna
Guys,
pause
I'm
this for a
trying to
second.
talk
Yeah.
right now. I feel
This
like
is the problem.
being very
we
rude.
could not have a podcast, the three of us, because this one is having a conversation with whoever the hell she's talking to.
Pierre.
We are
Talking to
talking.
Pierre. You
And
guys fucking ramble about
this-
nonsense. Nobody gives a fuck about what you want to say.
Wow.
Pierre, I really think that you should come to Canada.
It's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
He
We
is
have a
coming.
very big landmass. We've been talking about this. And then you should bring
Americans
your
don't really know
wife-
about Canada, actually.
No.
They don't, huh?
No. So I
Are
feel
you
like
from Sudbury?
I feel like Pierre needs to bring him.
Are
and
you
his
from
wife here
Montreal?
So that we can teach them.
Yeah.
You're from Ottawa? I
You're
think I
from
know what's
BC?
Ottawa.
Do you
That's
know
in-
Kevin?
That's in Vancouver, right? No.
They're well, Phil, so they're
No.
talking about. I went down south. I was in Jamaica, and I met this couple from San Antonio, Texas.
Mhm.
And I was with the girl I was dating at the time. We were just kind of chatting.
What
They're
are you,
very,
ladies, man?
very nice.
Yes, look at him. Look
Very-
at that bum chin.
Very
Bye.
nice. They're
Look at
very
that
nice.
budget.
Very
That's
nice
a-
people.
the new flavor saver.
Yeah. And they asked me.
Right there.
Weird. And they asked me if I knew.
I want to go this way.
And they asked me if I knew Greg in Sudbury.
Greg
Did
and
you
Sudbury.
say yes?
No.
I don't think people live. Okay, listen.
It's
most
like me.
of you, no, but listen, most of them are Americans, yeah, that you're talking to right now.
Most likely,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, America, Americans. Oh my god, this is starting
Pierre.
off horrible.
I'm not neighborhood watch.
Yeah, there is a.
You guys don't
disclaimer.
understand Canadians.
No.
They
I feel
don't.
like they don't. I feel like Americans do not.
You know what they
understand
think about Canadians? They think
We're nice.
Canadians are nice and
We
that we
are.
say A. Have you heard
I
of
do.
once in this say A?
I do say a lot.
You guys know I'm going to delete this thing right after, right?
I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? Canadians don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to delete all of this.
No,
by
but
the
I
way.
feel like Canadian. But I
Hey,
feel like
Canada
we are
legalized.
friendly.
We legalized weed.
We smoke a lot of weed.
Whoa, time out. We don't.
I don't.
Canada does.
Canadians.
Well, now we
I'm
do.
talking about Canadians.
Now we do.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's legal.
Everywhere in our country is legal to grow your own weed, to smoke your own weed.
Well, I don't know about growing.
No, you're allowed to have 150 grams and you're allowed to have 2 plants. You're allowed to grow 2 plants. No, legally you're allowed.
Okay, all right.
It's
I'll
true.
take your word
That's
for it.
just real. Anyways, on top of that, we drink like motherfuckers. That shit is true.
First of
Yeah.
all, I resent
no,
I like it.
Emma,
No, no.
it's
Ebony.
true. That shit
No,
is
no,
true.
it's
Hold on a
true.
second.
Yeah.
Ebony
Super
said.
friendly.
Ebony said the Canadians
No.
that come to Buffalo aren't nice and can't drive. False.
Oh,
No,
You
it's
can't
true,
drive.
it's true.
That is
I went
to-
false.
Rico is a
No.
fucking horrible driver.
That
I
is
love
also
you.
false.
I love you so much.
That is
But
also
you are
false.
Awful driver.
I went to a Bills
fucking
game
worst.
and I almost got into a
driver.
fight with some guy in the stands because he was such a dick. He was this Bills fan. He
Canadians
just
are
wouldn't
so
stop.
nice.
And then at the end of the day, when I was getting on the bus to go back to Canada,
Mhm.
the dick got on the bus. I ended up almost getting into a fight with a guy from Ottawa.
What?
Yeah, yeah, the Buffalo people were really
Momo,
nice.
yeah, I was born in
They were
Canada,
really
man.
nice.
That's
Born and
weird.
raised.
Yeah, the Buffalo people have always been really nice.
Yo,
Yeah.
Pierre is on drugs right now.
I
Pierre
don't know,
says
I
Rico
feel like,
needs to.
I feel like
First of all, hold
Canadians-
on. Who the hell says doobie?
I do.
He said Rico
We'll
needs to
smoke
smoke
a
a
doobie.
doobie.
That's
First of all,
a very
nobody
American
says
thing to
doobie.
say.
And I find that people say joint. Smoke a joint. What
Yeah,
is that?
or a joint or a blunt.
Smoke some reefer.
Okay,
Are you gonna
nobody
jump in
says
his-
that? Fuck. What's
Well,
wrong with
if
you?
Pierre's gonna say doobie, he might as well say
No,
reefer as
I
well.
feel like we
Smoke a
grow
doobie.
and smoke
Yeah.
really good weed. That I can say.
First of all,
100%.
are we talking football? We're talking about
No,
weed
we're
now.
talking about Canadians right now. Because I feel like everybody that's in America doesn't understand
Someone called it the devil
the
lettuce.
greatness of
Yeah,
fucking Canadians that we can drink under the fucking table. You know what's fucked up? I went to America once. I drank
Canadian weed is
Right.
pretty good though.
every
That's why.
single motherfucking man under the table. Your beer is an awful percentage.
Reefer, yeah. American beer is pretty weak.
Oh my
American beer?
god.
Yeah,
That's
You
some
guys
shit.
need to come to Canada just so that you can learn to drink.
I
Number
think
one.
it's called Evian or something.
I don't know. It's called bitch fucking liquor. Is what it's called. It was awful.
You're getting
Yeah.
very antagonistic here.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
if we-
true though.
They're being very nice to us.
Well, that's
yeah,
not the Canadian way, is it? I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
we
ladies,
should apologize.
listen, we're about to sign off.
Apologize.
We're about to sign off. Listen, Pierre, we're about to sign off.
Beer
I'm
and
letting everybody else
Canada
know we're
and
gonna sign
God's
off.
gift to man.
And
That's
Jenna.
very
trash, but the
true.
Bills.
Tom B is
True.
dying. He's saying he's loving this. Tom,
Poor-
are you liking this?
Poor
I feel
Roberto.
like-
Hang on, we got to talk to Roberto. So Roberto,
Mhm.
it's just me that because I'm just like a guest. These guys are
Yes.
they're very big Buffalo fans.
You know what though? I feel honestly like if anybody did want to come to Canada and experience our so humble situation, that they are more than welcome to stay at our place. We
First of all,
have
we don't do that. No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
no,
I'm
we
not
do.
They are
around that.
located
No,
at
yes, we do.
124 Elm Street.
Please don't give up my address. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I do. I feel like honestly,
Okay,
like
listen,
my
as-
fucking word. If anybody
hold on a
out
second.
there did want to come downtown,
As the moderator,
No.
it's time to sign off. So
Nope.
this is where
if
you're trying
anybody
to.
wants to come to Canada, please come. You're welcome to our house.
Is this your sign off?
We will teach you how to
Yeah.
drink. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll
Kev?
teach you how to drink.
Oh
We'll teach you how to be humble. We'll teach you how to say A.
no, we don't. We don't even say that.
What are
That's
you
the fucking sense.
talking
When the
about?
fuck
I
do we
say
say
fucking
A?
A
Do you say
all
A?
the time.
When the fuck do you say A?
Hey,
No,
fuck
you
off.
don't.
In the who is it?
That's some bullshit, man.
Whatever. Pierre,
Don
get your
Troutman
fucking ass out
said
here,
that I
eh?
sound very Canadian. So
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, I
actually.
don't know
I
what
feel like
that
I know
means,
that I'm
but,
Canadian. I don't give a fuck. But I feel like everybody should come here. We'll have a good time. I'm so fucking down for that. I'd love to have people here. I love new people here.
Kev,
Yeah.
what do you got to say to the people when you sign off?
I think the Bills will win tomorrow. I don't have a lot of faith in the Bears. I think they're kind of overrated. I think
Hey,
as long as you guys chip and help out a bit with Mac, then I don't think their secondary is that strong. I think there's holes you can pick at there. Hopefully you can get your running game going.
We need to get the running game going.
But Terry Cohen is explosive. But if you guys
Cohen, I forgot about him.
Yeah, you got to bottle him up early.
That's
but
true.
I don't think I think you'll be able to shut their offense down. I think you need a defensive score. If you
Trubisky's nice though, man.
If you get a defensive score, I think you'll win.
We haven't had this defensive score all year.
Well, then you're due. I'm
due?
calling it.
Yes,
Lorenzo Alexander's going to force a fumble, and Milano's going to return it.
We got fake
Wow, that's a bold statement right there. Does
Seriously,
Shady go for
Pierre,
over 75 yards rushing?
Please bring your wife
75,
so I can
yeah.
teach her how to
75 yards rushing over?
Yeah.
Does Nate Peterman throw for over 250 yards?
No.
Does Nate Peterman throw a pick six?
Canada, straight up, you're invited.
That's 50-50. I'm going to say not a pick six.
Does Nate Peterman throw 2 interceptions tomorrow?
You're welcome to use them.
One at least.
One at least?
Yeah.
Does Nate Peterman drive the ball down the field and give us a game winner?
No. I think your defense is obviously gonna. If you win, it's gonna be based on your predicated.
Do the Bears score more than 20 points?
No, I think you guys will hold them under 20, and if you can get a couple of turnovers, you have a very good shot at winning.
Bills win 21-17. Kevin, sign off for me. What do we got?
I said 24-17.
24-17. Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Pierre,
your boy Rico. It is my man Kev Gerard. And then we got the Miss. What do you want to call yourself? Do you want to just go by Jenna? What do you want to go by?
I don't even care.
Mrs.
Ask the people what
Wifey?
Mrs. Alcoholic.
That's what
the drunk.
Seriously.
This is Rico. This is Kevin and the drunk.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, man. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is really off the cuff. We don't normally go this long. I'm probably gonna delete this afterwards. But if it gets a lot of views, then so be it.
Really good idea,
yeah, man. Do you guys appreciate that we bring on the wife? No. I might bring her on more often.
Well, you can't put him on the spot like that.
Right? Thank you.
Don't put her on the spot? All right. Well, listen, anytime that Kevin's in the town, I'm bringing Kevin. I'm bringing Kevin in. So yeah, man. So listen, you know the drill. Tomorrow's the game. I'm gonna be going live after the game. So y'all better tune the fuck in, and we're gonna find out. I'm hoping that we get a victory, and I can talk my shit about Peterman. And if not, I'm gonna trash Peterman. That's just what it is. We're gonna keep it unbiased, and that's how we do it.
Who's at that?
Queen Jenna.
Queen Jenna.
I bet that's Pierre.
Felix.
No.
Yes.
Felix trying to throw a game, huh? Felix, you better watch yourself,
Get
bro.
my DM. What you mean? You're such a hater.
Joey Swindle says 100. Ryan Berger hated this live. He didn't like you. Ryan Berger
said yeah. So I fucking love.
Sometimes
Pierre.
I wonder if Pierre is a little suspect.
No,
yo, Pierre, you play for the other team?
With me. You're such a hater, Pierre. Don't listen.
You play for the other team,
yes. Why are you such a
Talk
fucking
about
hater?
yes.
Anyway, Pierre.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
We're gonna the cruise.
We're gonna keep
leave Rico here.
We're gonna keep it. Oh, listen. One more thing. Terrell Pryor. What? Give me a bold statement about Terrell Pryor tomorrow.
I have to pee really
bold
bad.
statement.
Bold statement.
Guys, are we going to the disco?
Oh shit! Really?
Well,
wow, that is fucking bold.
I don't think he's that bad. I just think he hasn't. Does he even know the plays?
Wow.
Rico, wait.
Who said Rico? Wait.
Oh,
but listen, Rico, spill the beans.
What does that mean?
The fuck's he talking about?
What beans you got, motherfucker?
2 TDs.
Rico. Ryan Berger said Rico. Delete this afterwards. Yes, I will. 110%. It will be deleted.
Well, what's spill the beans?
Man, tell us. Tell. Pray
Terrell
tell.
Pryor beans?
Yeah, Ryan Berger. I'm going live tomorrow. Hamburger.
It's a burger. Oh no.
Yeah, it's hamburger. Yeah, I'm definitely deleting this. But it was fun though. It was fun. We got to see. We got to hang out a little bit. It was cool. But anyway, listen. We out. TP throws a TD. Listen, I guarantee you, Terrell Pryor has 3 receptions, He rushes for 6. He rushes 6 times.
He
Rushes
still
for
wants you
50
to,
yards,
He still wants you to,
and he throws 1 touchdown pass.
apparently you know something about
Do you want to
Terrell
go out
Pryor.
with me?
What?
Terrell
Do you
Pryor
feel like
beans.
going out?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what Pierre's doing.
I just have to get out of my pajamas.
Okay,
and
listen,
going somewhere.
I'm gonna drop this knowledge on you, Pierre. If I don't get to this because I'm busy, delete this right after we're done. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right the
So
fuck
sorry.
now. If you think Terrell Pryor is going to be sitting idle on the sidelines doing fuck all, it is the opposite. He's going to be very much involved. He's going to be playing running back. He's going to be playing quarterback, and he's going to be passing the ball. And he's going to be heavily involved in this offense. And you be ready
Kevin
to
almost
see
broke your
a
phone.
lot of number 10.
Like
Pierre, delete this shit
After-
afterwards.
why?
This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy.
And I'm gone.
I like that. You got it. Pierre. Yo, Kevin, let's try it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy.
Oh. Okay.
My man said, and I'm good. Listen, I'm out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Pierre, delete this shit right after. Golly.